the TS-160 lens system. So it's a lens kit that has multiple modular parts on it that serve various purposes. Upon first glance with this particular setup, it looks like a probe lens, but it serves it's sort of multifaceted, multi-purpose. This person who does video, this micro HM lens, which features a 45-degree angle prism and a 30mm adapter for focal length, extended focal length. Obviously, does a really nice job with product, videography and photography. You can get really fine details with it. And this is just one part of the kit. There's other lenses in the TS-160 system that you can go check out through Infinity Photo-Optical. But this one in particular, if you're really shooting product, if you're shooting nature photography, say if you want to film insects or animals, or if you want to get the fine details on somebody's like hand or fingers, really sort of crazy, tight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so as a videographer, I can definitely see myself using this with photography and sort of as extreme close-ups, sort of very small miniatures, tabletop videography. But they also have use depending on if you want to do something different stylistically. So these lenses also have a very high aperture, apertures that go past f/60. Usually it's like a fixed aperture. But because of the fact the aperture is so high, one thing is you have the ability to maintain focus on a subject near the camera, but also have a far distant background also in focus. So it kind of creates kind of eliminates depth of field, this particular lens. The only drawback is because you're shooting at high apertures, you need to pump in a lot of lights, and that's something you have to accommodate if you're doing studio shoots. However, these lenses also feature different focal lengths with the FX1, 2, and 3. The 1 is 100 millimeters, the 2 is a 50 millimeter, and the 3 is a 35 millimeter. And the cool thing about these lenses is just that they are so modular, and you can kind of play around with them and get a feel for what you want to do with them based on all the different attachments that they have on here. So yeah, super flexible, super cool, a little bit different than a probe lens, different than just getting one prime probe. But yeah, and I will note that the company that makes them, they develop microscope objectives and industrial grade optics. So this is a little bit different than a normal, I guess, I don't know. It's a different build than if a cinema company would be building them out. It's a lot more like some of the things that are on the lens are very much in line with the industrial grade optical industry. So
unique build qualities.
Very unique, very different. And if you're trying to do something as a cinematographer, you're trying to do something different, I think that's cool.
Well, it's also nice. It's just at an angle too, because that big long one that everyone knows about with the lights on the front.
Right.
I can't have a camera build that's this long. Like, this is a lot more,
and
easier
also,
to manage.
the fact that you're shooting on a high aperture, people have shot product videos with these lenses, and if you're shooting at such a high aperture, you don't have to worry about having a focus puller when you're doing using it on robotic jib arms or anything like that.
Right.
The area, the depth of focus is so wide that there's kind of you don't have to worry about that as much.
And you said it's not a fixed f-stop, or it is?
It is a fixed.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but it's also subjective to the mounts that you put on it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But even so, you're getting decent depth of field. I guess because it's so damn close, but
yeah, you get shallow depth of field when it's super close on these, but then when you go farther out, you have this sort of wide depth of field.
Yeah, the wide of it, so people walking by.
That's what actually pulled us over here is this camera. This wasn't here. You want to point it at the street?
Yeah. So I mean, even if I was gonna bump it up and see if I could.
Oh, maybe you can get.
We got Peter here too. He's a cinematographer who's worked with the lens.
Oh, word. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what are you trying to get? Do you want it reaching down at it?
Honestly, I'm just seeing it. That's still
It's
You know what's funny though is for being such a small lens, it's actually like it got a great character to it.
Yeah, I was about to say the look of the lens, like the
You can both get it. You can get it sharp, edge to edge, or you can open it up a little bit and get that character and use that as a trim too as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I did with it.
See if we can
You
do
can take this off in the spacer.
Oh, and just
Go
get
into here.
very close. That's funny.
yo. So this is like
Yeah, let's get a little guy in there.
Because this in itself is a lens and a microscope.
Oh, but it would be flipped, eh?
yeah.
There he is. That's hard to do. There we go.
Yeah, so this is a lensing system in itself, and this is just an element that you're adding on top of it.
Right. Very cool.
So it's very